your position on your mat, whichever is the most comfortable for you. Whether the legs are extended or the knees bent, or the knees out to the sides, with the soles of the feet together. If the soles of the feet together is your option, make sure you have blocks underneath your knees to support the knees and to not overstretch the inner thighs. And then turn your shoulders back and bring them slightly down. Feel a lift in your chest. And then just begin to breathe. Let the breath even out. Think about matching the length of the inhalation to the length of the exhalation at this point. You can even take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth, just to help relax the back body. And just bring your awareness to the body, to the parts of the body touching the mat. Feel the connection to the mat, to the earth. And bring your awareness to your senses. So again, feel the body resting on the mat. Feel the temperature in the room. As you inhale through your nose, feel the coolness of the air as you draw the breath in. And on the exhale, feel the warmth of the air as you let the air out of the body. Notice the sounds that you hear, whether they're inside the room or outside. Let your tongue float to the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth to relax your jaw. Notice the light behind your eyes. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. Your inhalation, feel that sense of openness and space in the front body. And with your exhale, feel this, see if you can sense the letting go, the release of the muscles. Bring your curled index fingers to the center of your forehead and just draw the fingers out towards the temples. And just move up and down the forehead. And then take your index fingers and your thumbs and bring your thumbs to the inside corners of your eyes and let your index fingers rest just above the eyebrows or right on the ridge of your eye socket. And then gently squeeze the ridge of your eyes, moving from the inner corners to the out, and then back into the center. And when you get into the center by the bridge of your nose, just apply a tiny bit of pressure to help release the sinuses. And then move again back out towards the corners, the outside corners of your eyes. And just do this a few times. So even though it's still kind of chilly outside, there is some pollen that's starting to collect and produce outside. And it is still flu and cold season, so we tend to have a little bit of congestion, and this helps to relieve that. And then take your index fingers, and again, bring your index fingers this time to the center of your nose, right to the bridge of the nose and the corners of your eyes. And then take your index fingers and gently put a little pressure on the bottom ridge of the eye socket. And again, move from the corners into the center with a little pressure at the bridge of the nose, and then come all the way back out again to the corners of your eyes. And just repeat that a few times. And then just release the arms down by your sides. And lift the eyes up to 12 o'clock. Make circles with your eyes. Then pause and lift the eyes up to 12. Make circles in different directions. And then pause and take the eyes up to 12 o'clock. Bring them over to 3, cross to 9, and down to 6. And then lift the eyes up. Take them over to 9, cross to 3, down to 6. And then bring them back, let them float and rest in the center of the sockets. And gently squeeze the eyes, and then release. And squeeze, and release. And squeeze again. And release. And then take the index fingers and middle fingers to your temples and make some circles around the temples. And then stop and go in the other direction. And then bring the fingertips to the jaws and do the same, make some circles. And then pause and go the other way. Bring your palms together and rub the palms together. And bring the base of your palms to your eyes. And just let them rest on the eyelids. Helping to relax the eyes, maybe bring a little bit of relief to the tiredness of the eyes. And then rub the palms together again. And let your hands rest on your face. Feel the warmth of your hands soften the skin on your face. Feels like a warm towel resting on your skin. And then rub the palms together again. And bring your hands to rest at your abdomen. And feel your hands resting on the belly. Feel their weight, their heat. Notice how they're placed on the belly. And then with your inhale, draw the breath in and lift your belly up into your palms. And exhale. Inhale, lift the belly up. And exhale. And just take a few more breaths, breathing into the abdomen. And now bring your hands to your rib cage. And breathe into your rib. Draw the breath in. Spread the rib cage wide. And exhale. Inhale. Spread your ribs wide. Gently press them into your palms. And exhale. And continue to breathe into the rib cage. And bring your hands to the center of your chest. And again, bring your awareness to your hands. Feel their weight, their temperature. Notice how they're resting at the center of the chest. Perhaps you can even feel the rhythm of the heartbeat underneath your hands. And then bring the breath into the center of your chest and lift the chest into your palm. Spread your collarbones wide and then exhale. Inhale, lift the center of the chest into your palm. And exhale. Take a few more breaths. And then just bring your hands to the center of your body, just above the navel and just below the rib cage. And the fingers, just notice how your fingers are resting. Do they touch each other? Are the fingers intertwined? This is our solar plexus chakra. And the color is yellow or golden glowing sun, if you think of that. To the skin of a lemon, petals of a sunflower. This is the center for your strength, your personal power, your fortitude. or if you can visualize inhaling and the rays of the sun growing stronger and stronger with your inhalation. And then with the exhalation, the healing power of the sun penetrates the skin, penetrates all the way down into the bones, to the cells, using its energy to help heal the body. Inhale, drawing the strength in from the sunlight. And exhale out. Take a few more breaths. And then release your arms and bring your feet flat to the floor if they're not there already. Maybe slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. Walk your hands down towards your feet. Gently rock your knees from side to side. Again, feel the parts of the body that touch the mat as you move the legs from side to side. And then extend your legs out. Reach your arms up, take them behind you. And as you reach out through your fingertips, gently press the heels down into the mat, lift your kneecaps up, and then exhale the arms down by your sides. Inhale your arms up, reach them all the way behind you. Stretch the fingers away from the toes, and then exhale your arms by your side. Inhale, reach up. Take the arms behind you. Stretch the fingers away. Press out through the balls of your feet and engage the legs when you do that. And then relax your legs. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Put the arms slightly in front of your shoulders so you can see the backs of your hands. And then spread and close your fingers. And then open and close your hands. Be sure to move all the joints in each of the fingers. And then tuck your thumbs under your fingers, make a loose fist, and make circles with your wrist. And then pause and go the other way. Put the palms up to the ceiling. Point your fingers to the floor. And just wave your hands up and down. Bring your palms together and interlace your fingers. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. And press the palms up, but don't lock your elbows. Keep a little bend in your elbows. And then bring the backs of your hands to your chest. Press your hands down towards your feet. Bring the hands to the chest and reach your palms up. Take the folded hands behind you. Press the palms away, press out through the soles of your feet. Release the interlace of your fingers, wiggle them, and hold on to opposite elbows. Let your arms rest either on a pillow behind you or on your forehead. And just take a moment to feel the length in your body. Maybe you feel a little hollowness in the belly, a broadness across the ribs and the chest, space underneath your arms. Just take a few breaths, breathing horizontally. And when we breathe into the rib cage, expand the ribs out to the sides of your waist. And then walk your legs over to the right corner of your mat. Cross the left leg over the right. And then bring your arms all the way over to the right as you press out through your heels. So when you put the leg, when you cross the ankles like this, you get not only the stretch in the side of the body, you also get a little stretch in the left hip. And then come back through the middle and all the way over to the left side, cross the right leg over the left. Bring your arms all the way over to the left, press out through your heels. And then come back to the middle. Extend your arms out behind you and then bring them up towards the ceiling with your palms facing each other. And shrug the shoulders a couple times and lift them up and down. And then last time, and refold your arms, lower them down above your ribs, make circles with your arms. And then slide your arms to the right and look left. And slide the arms left and look right. Come back to the middle and just change the cross of the arms and make circles in the other direction. And then reach the arms to the ceiling, take them behind you. Point your toes to a pelvic tilt as you stretch the arms away from the feet. And then relax your legs, bring your arms down by your sides. And pause for a moment. With your toes pointed to the ceiling, scrunch and spread your toes. Point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankles. And pause and then go the other way. Bring your big toes together and windshield wiper. And then slide your heels and tap the backs of your legs. Bend your knees, roll to one side, and come on up, we'll sit. Bring your hands to your knees. And just pause for a moment, close your eyes. And lower your chin to your chest. And then roll your left ear to the left shoulder. Chin to chest. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Chin to chest. And then bring your chin parallel to the floor. And turn your head to the right. And then turn your head left. Come back to the middle and round your back. And lift up. And round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. And lift your chest. And then take the arms out to the sides. Press your fingertips down into the mat. And then just release. Tenth of fingers, press them down into the mat. And release. And again, tenth of fingers, press them down into the mat. And release. And then reach up with both arms. Turn your hands and lower down. Inhale, reach up. Turn your palms And release with resistance. Remember, we're coming into bathing suit weather, so we're gonna think about those beach balls to keep those arms from flapping in the wind. And then one more time, reach up, turn the palms, and exhale, press those beach balls down. Good, roll your shoulders. And then reverse. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a ha. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach up with your left arm and walk out to the right. And stretch from the fingertips all the way down to the left sitting bone. And then come back up. And reach up with the right arm. Walk out to the left. And again, stretch from the fingertips down to the sitting bone. And then come back up. Reach up with your right arm, left arm, walk out to the right, curl the ribs to the floor. And then open up and curl the ribs. And open and curl the ribs. And then come all the way up again. Reach up with the right arm, walk out to the left. Round the ribs to the floor. And then open up your chest. And round the ribs. And open up your chest. And round your ribs. And then come all the way up. And slide forward. Press your palms down into the floor, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself up. Take your left hand across and down in front of your right knee. And then take the right arm across and down in front of the left knee. And then come back to the center, cross the left arm across the body. And then take the right arm across the body. Good. And then take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind you. Use your hand as a lever against your thigh, and then press down into the floor with your back hand and twist the body, ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come back through the middle. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand behind, press the right arm into your thigh and twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. And come back to the middle, bring your hands to your shins around your back. And lift your chest. And round. And lift. And then take your legs out in front of you. Slide your heels and tap the legs. And then just hinge forward. Press down into your shins, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself back up. Bend your knees and bring your feet to the floor. Take the feet as wide as your shoulders or your hips. And then reach through, press the fingertips down and round your back. Extend your legs and hinge forward. Bend your knees. Reach through, press the fingertips down. And then extend your legs, hinge forward. And one last time, bend your knees. Reach the fingers through, round your back. And then extend your legs, slide the heels and tap them. And then hold on, hold on behind your knees and take the legs out wide. Hold and roll the thigh flesh down towards the floor. And walk yourself forward. Walk over to your right leg and stretch through your left arm. And then come back through the middle and walk over to your left leg, stretch through the right arm. Come back to the middle, walk yourself up, Bring the soles of your feet together, but hold on behind the knees and draw the feet together. Take your hands behind you, let your knees drop open. Good. Extend the left leg and bring the right foot into the left thigh. And walk forward. And then come back up, twist to your bent knee. And then twist towards your straight leg. And come back to the middle. Bring the right leg next to the left knee. Take your left hand behind you, reach up with the right arm. Bring it to the inside of the right leg, press one against the other and twist. And then come back to the middle, cross the right leg over the left. So I'm going to just give an option here for anyone who wants to try. It's the same pose, it's just different leg position. So if you have cranky knees, you might want to just leave the leg extended. If not, you can bend the left knee and bring your heel next to your right hip. Okay, and then take your left arm, wrap it around the front of the right shin or the top of the right shin or top of the right knee, and then twist to the right. Come back to the middle, extend both legs, slide your heels and tap the legs. And then let's take the left foot into the right side. So again, hold on behind your knee when you move the leg in. So two things with that. Once, first of all, it's an easier move, but also it, when you do this, it helps to move some of the skin and the muscle away from your knee. So it makes it a little bit easier to bend and bring into your thigh or next to your other knee. And then hinge forward. Walk yourself up. Turn towards your bent knee. And turn towards your straight leg. And then come back to the middle. Take the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Reach up with your left arm, bring it to the inside of the left knee, press one against the other and twist to the right. And then come back to the middle. Take the left leg over the right. Again, you can leave the right leg extended if you want, or bend the right knee, bring it next to the left hip. And then take the right arm, wrap it around the front of the shin or on your knee, and then twist to the left. Come back to the middle, extend both legs, slide your heels and tap the legs. And then reach your arms up and hinge forward from the creases in your hips. Lead with your heart, come forward. And then slowly come up, and let's come up onto hands and knees. So be sure to have your knees under your hips, and your arms can be right under your shoulders or slightly in front of your shoulders, whichever is most comfortable for you. And then draw the navel up and round your back as you lower your head down towards the floor. And then inhale, come forward, round your back, and lift your chest. And one more time, round your back. And lift your chest. And then come to a neutral spine. Take the right leg out behind you and rub your toes. And then press your heel away. Lift the right leg up, take it out to the right side. About as high as your hip if you can get there. And then reach up with your right arm. And then sweep the right arm down and under your left arm. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, sweep the arm down and under. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep the arm down and under. And inhale, reach up. And then come back to table. Take the left leg out behind you, rock your toes. Press your heel away. And then lift the left leg up, take it out to the left side. And then reach up with your left arm and sweep the left arm down and under the right. And inhale, reach up. Sweep the arm down and under. And reach up and sweep your arm down and under. And then inhale, come back up. And come back to table, round your back. And lift your chest. And come to a neutral spine. Take the right arm and left leg up. Keep your gaze at the mat. Draw the navel up and in. Point the left toes down to the floor to balance your hips. And then release. Take the left arm and right leg up. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. And left arm, right leg. And lower. And then just bring your big toes together, separate your knees, press back for extended child's pose. And then come back up to table and come to stand on your knees. Okay, so if you have cranky knees, put something underneath your knees to give you a little bit of a cushion. Roll your shoulders back. Interlace your hands behind you and press your knuckles down to the floor to lift your sternum and lift the front of the body. And then release and roll the shoulders. And do that in the opposite direction. Reach up with your left arm and exhale right. And come back up. Reach up with the right arm and exhale left. Good. And then roll the shoulders back and down. Interlace the hands again. So this is a beginning version of camel pose. So camel is a minor back bend. And for those of you who have done camel pose, you know that it goes all the way back like this. But we're not going to do that. So roll the shoulders back, draw the knuckles down towards the floor. Keep your hips over your knees, nice. And then lift your sternum up. And if you want, you can take your head back a little bit. And then come back to neutral and hinge forward. Bring the crown of your head to the floor and take your arms up overhead. And then release the arms. Press yourself back up to table. And that was rabbit pose. So if you have a blanket down, you can remove the blanket from your mat. So we got a couple of animals in today, rabbit and camel. Okay, so take your blocks to the top of your mat. And let's just step the feet forward to come into forward fold. Have your blocks in front of your toes. Bring the weight of the body onto the balls of your feet so that you align your hips over your ankles. Good. And then just bend and straighten. And then hold on to opposite elbow. Let your head hang down. And just gently twist from side to side. In ragdoll. And then pause back in the middle, press your feet down into the mat, And slowly begin to roll yourself up. Take the folded arms up over your head. And then exhale to the left. And come back up. And exhale to the right. And come back up. Bring the folded arms out in front of you, about shoulder height. And then keep your hips facing forward. Twist to the right. Come back to the middle and twist to the left. And then come back to the middle, lower the arms, bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And then take your arms up and hinge forward at your hips. Bring your hands to your blocks. And bring your blocks to either side of your feet. So right block to the outside of the right foot, left block to the outside of the left foot. Step your right foot back so that your right foot is on the floor. And then walk your left foot out a little bit towards the edge of your mat. Not quite at the edge, but a little bit, maybe 6 inches from the edge of your mat. And now, straighten your front leg. And then as you bend, bring your right toes, take your right heel up and just be on your right toes. And then slide the hips back, straighten the leg, the front leg. And bend to a high lunge. Good. And then straighten your left leg. Walk the blocks back, be underneath your arms, and then step your right foot in, bring it down onto the mat. Press down into your blocks so that your back is nice and flat. And then just bend your elbows and bring your forehead down towards your knee. Good. And then press down into the blocks. And walk your blocks forward. Step the right foot forward. And now step your left foot back. Stay up on your toes, walk your right leg out slightly towards the edge of the mat. Bend your front knee for a high lunge. Good. Slide your hips back, straighten the right leg. And then bend. Press your hips back and straighten. And one more time, bend your knee. And straighten. Step your left foot in so that your heel is on the mat. Try and keep the front leg straight. Walk your blocks back a little bit. Press down into your palms, into your blocks. And then hinge forward and lower your forehead down towards your knee. Good. Press down into your blocks. Walk your blocks forward. Step the left foot forward. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and lower down. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, and then walk or step your feet back for downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Step your left foot forward. And then bring your right foot in and lower it down on the mat. And then bring your hands to your left thigh. Reach your arms up, warrior one. Straighten your left leg and lower your arms. And then inhale, reach the arms up and bend your knee. Straighten the front leg, lower your arms. And then bend and reach up. Take your right arm forward and left arm back. Reach your arms up. Take your left arm forward and right arm back. And reach up. Hinge all the way forward. Bring your torso to your thigh, hands to the floor, and then slowly step the right foot forward to forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and lower. Bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands to the floor. Walk or step your feet back for downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands and step your right foot forward. Step your left foot in so that your heel is on mat. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Slowly bring your torso perpendicular to the floor. And now reach up with your arms. Warrior one. Lower your arms and straighten the front leg. And then bend your knee and reach up. Lower your arms and straighten the leg. Bend your knee and reach up. Take the left arm forward, right arm back. And then inhale up and take the right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reach up. Hinge forward, bring your torso to your thigh. Hands to the floor. Walk or step the left foot forward. Come into forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and lower down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale your arms down by your sides. And then come into the middle of your mat. And step your feet wide. Turn your right toes out to 90 degrees. Turn your left toes in or kick the left heel out. And just take a look at your feet. Make sure your heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. And then soften your knee, turn your thigh, and straighten your leg. And then reach your arms out to a T and relax your shoulders. Slide forward, bend into your right hip. Bring your hand to your shin. Take the top arm up if you're able, otherwise just leave it at your hip. Good. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach up. Lower the back hand to your thigh and reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with your left hand. Bend your right knee for warrior two. Good. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Good. Roll the left shoulder back. And then reach up with the top arm if you're able. Otherwise, leave it at your hip and then bring it next to your ear. And stretch from the fingertips down to the back of your heel. Sweep that top arm down, around. Come back to warrior two. Reach back with the back hand. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips. and turn your feet. Take your left toes out to 90 degrees. Turn the right heel out or the toes in. Soften your knee. Turn your thigh to the pinky toe side and straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T. Relax your shoulders. Glide forward, bend into your left hip. Bring your hand to your shin. Keep the hand at the hip if you need to, otherwise take it up high. Good. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach up. Lower the back hand to your thigh. Reverse your warrior, your triangle. Bring your arms back to parallel. Reach back with your right arm. Bend your left knee for warrior two. Good. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Good. Roll the shoulder open. Oops. And then reach up. Bring your arm next to your ear. Good. Sweep the top arm down, around, come back to warrior two. Reach back with your back hand, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your feet. Heel toe, step or hop your feet together. And then just maybe hold on to a piece of furniture or back of a chair or something. And just take your right leg up. Hold on to the right ankle. And just let's stretch the quad. So if you're able to let go, you can take both hands behind you if you want. One hand is fine. And then just release. And then take the left leg up. Hold on to your ankle. Take it behind you. Stretch your quad. And then hold on if you want with two hands, otherwise just one hand is okay, but keep your knees in line with one another. And then release, and then come back to the center of your mat. And let's come on down onto the mat. So reach your arms up, hinge forward, bend your knees, step your feet back, roll onto one hip. Take your legs out in front of you. And just roll yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. Make some circles around your low back and sacrum. And pause, go the other way. And then bring your feet to the floor. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release. And press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release. Extend your legs. Extend your arms, point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides and you can prepare for Shavasana. Once you have yourself in your favorite Shavasana position, bring your awareness back to your breath. With each of your exhalations, feel the back body release and let go. Feel the muscles begin to relax. And slowly begin to bring some movement back into your bodies. And then with mindfulness, bring the knees into the chest. And slowly roll onto your right side. And take a long, slow, deep breath in. And a long, slow, complete breath out. And then gently bring yourself up to come and sit comfortably for a moment or two. And when you're ready, bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.